All right, before we get to a weather report, the Inyo National Forest is preparing for winter conditions. Press release notes the forecast bringing the possibility of snow in the upcoming days, and as such, Inyo National Forest may implement winter closures for roads that access the Reds Meadow Valley and Mammoth Lakes Basin areas of the Inyo National Forest. Also, overnight parking in the Reds Meadow Valley will be discontinued starting Thursday, October 15th. Press release notes that the forest will keep the roads open if the dry, warm pattern of the past few years persists, as long as it is safe to do so. You can get more information on this Inyo National Forest press release on our website, sierrawave.net. All right, let's go to the weather maps. Sierra Wave media forecaster Dennis Mattinson noting that a closed low down by Baja will slowly start to move northeast, then lift across our area on Thursday. Same low that brought the active winter weather to our forecast area last week. Mattinson says this comeback low has traveled to the desert southwest, dropped down to Sonora, Mexico, then continued its track to just west of Baja today. Actually sounds kind of like a fun vacation. It will kick back into our forecast area Thursday and Friday. Precipitation-wise, closed lows such as these have a hit-and-miss nature, so best chances precipitation over the mountains. Daytime temperatures will cool a bit, but remain above normal for mid-October. Another system follows over the weekend. This one looks to split with most of its energy pushing to our north. Low tonight into tomorrow morning for Mammoth, 42 degrees. Bishop and the Owens Valley, 51 degrees. For Mammoth, June in Mono County on Thursday, forecast is calling for cloudy conditions. Might see a stray shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. 65 just the high in Mammoth, low of about 40 degrees. Friday for Mono County, about a 40% chance of some rain, just some light winds. 62 the high in Mammoth, low of about 40 degrees. Partly cloudy skies Saturday. Little southwest wind out there, 5 to 10 miles an hour. 60 the high in Mammoth, low of about 37 degrees. For Bishop and the Owens Valley on Thursday, cloudy conditions, and again, slight chance of a stray shower or thunderstorm Thursday afternoon. Southeast winds in the forecast 10 to 15 miles an hour. 81 the high in Bishop, low of about 50 degrees. Partly cloudy skies in the forecast for Friday for the valley. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, some gusts to 20. 79 the high in Bishop, low of about 47 degrees. And Saturday, mostly sunny skies, still a bit breezy with some northwest winds possible, 10 to 15 miles an hour. 79 the expected high in Bishop with a low of about 46 degrees. Well, Sierra Wave TV3 is an outside television affiliate, and here's a nice piece from 2013 on rock climbing in our little slice of heaven.
In the last year, my whole life has shifted quite a bit. I've suddenly become a lot more high profile, and it's just been kind of tough to transition. People just expect you to always like top whatever you've previously done. And I mean, I at least can't just always do bigger stuff.
So we're in the ice caves in Bishop, and I'm attempting to do a silly link up out of silly dark hole.
I'm constantly trying to get better at climbing. And like my biggest weakness in climbing is just power, just being able to pull in really small holds and do really hard moves.
Yes.
Practically everybody nowadays boulders harder than I do.
Yeah.
While I've been bouldering here, I've just met random kids from like Southern California that just climb these V12s and stuff, like no issue, you know. I'm like, who the heck is that? And how do you just do that so easily? And how come I can't even pull off the ground? It just makes me feel bad about myself. You know, every day I have like 100 new fans on Facebook telling me that I'm like, you know, the man, that I'm like the most rad thing ever. And I spend the whole day out here and I can't even like do any of these bouldering problems that like everybody can do. Which is sad for me a little bit, but you know, I try my best.
This is how I party.
I still live in the van a lot of the time. Right now I'm in an apartment in Bishop for a little bit. It is a very unstyling apartment, but I mean it has hot water, it has a kitchen, like it's good enough. And I don't really notice that kind of stuff that much anyway. I'm living with my girlfriend and then 2 other people. Yeah, I have a girlfriend now.
This is our bedroom for the winter in Bishop. This is our heat. This is our bed. We took this out of the van.
Alex Honnold with a girlfriend living in an apartment. It's funny. It was just like a fish out of water.
It's sort of weird times in a lot of ways for him. So much attention all the time, and Alex is a pretty private guy in a lot of ways. Like, I don't think he's really built for that sort of limelight.
He wasn't really equipped for all that attention.
Like, he's sort of been forced to deal with it.
He was burnt.
But I don't think it's really in his nature.
Sometimes he takes a step back from these groundbreaking ascents, thankfully, to recollect himself and make sure that it doesn't get to him.
Alex went to Bishop and started bouldering. He was kind of hiding out, but he was also just kind of plotting, what's the next big challenge for me?
You can't get motivated to do totally rad stuff unless you really want to do it for itself. You have to actually, you have to be like totally committed to it. You can't have something in the back of your mind that's like, oh, I don't really want to be here. You have to like want to be there.
I think the pressure that he feels is between his true motivation and what he thinks other people would want to see from him.
At a certain point, maybe he does sort of question his motives for doing it.
You can't even be thinking about your motivations. It can't be like, oh, that's something I'd like to do and it'd be pretty cool and, people would think it's neat. The desire to do stuff like that has to be like a primal urge, like this is something I can do and I want to do it and I will do it. And I just haven't had anything recently that I'm like so excited about like that. And so I'm out here bouldering and trying to improve.
He professes not to be a boulderer, actually. He says that he's no good at bouldering, but he's pretty good at a certain kind of bouldering.
Right on, Alex. Good.
Yeah.
Nice job, yeah.
All right, that was a great piece there by Outside Television. Well, before we go, Eastern Sierra lost one of its great dogs last week. Togiak, who was best buddies with our Sierra Wave co-worker and friend Ron Alexander. Togiak has gone to that big meadow in the sky. Togi was lucky to have Ron and vice versa. Now to wrap up our news and information here on Sierra Wave TV3. We're part of Sierra Wave Media. You can hear our radio station, the new Alt 92.5, streaming on our website, sierrawave.net. Have a great evening, everybody. Good night.